Hi guys, it's Antoinette the Confident Woman and welcome back to my channel. Now this is it's not an impromptu video, but I thought let me just squeeze this in because ideally today should have been the Q&A. So the Q&A is going to be the next video, the Q&A, the long awaited Q&A where we'll be answering some questions including stuff like what if your man wants that thing on tap? What do you do, especially if you're not inclined and wired to sex all the time, if you're just not for it like that. All these kind of questions, we'll be answering them. Anyway, I'm doing this video because it came up in discussion. I actually thought I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but maybe I didn't, or maybe I didn't elaborate too tough on it. Basically, sex during pregnancy and after you've had your baby. I thought I did, but I didn't. Or maybe I did, but I didn't go in depth. So I said, I'll talk to you about that briefly, very briefly. This is not a long video, a quick one, while I go through just a few smellies, a few items that I bought while I was abroad, in relation to what I was speaking about in the video where I was talking about spicing things up, or if it's your first time, things that you might want to use to get you prepared and all of that, looking 100, feeling good, you know. So yeah, where do I start? Yeah, so I bought a couple of items while I was abroad in shops that we don't readily have over here, or they're not that accessible. I mean, we have Sephora now, but it's not as accessible. For me anyway, I don't really have a Sephora near me. And then Bath and Body Works, we don't have that. I don't think we have that over here. So I just thought, let me get some of the stuff that I usually get and show you. Now I've given away quite a lot of the things, but the things that I still have here, I took one item out of each category to show you guys. And this is all from their new range. So everything I'm showing you is like new range stuff. So yeah, let's get into this video. Sex and pregnancy. When I was pregnant with my first child, so that's my son, if you've been following my journey, you know how traumatic that pregnancy was for me. And most of that pregnancy, I was sick, especially at the beginning. So at the beginning, sex was like, what's sex? Which sex? But obviously, as time went on and things started to, the whole nausea thing started to wean off, and I wasn't because before I was being admitted in and out of hospital because I would get so dehydrated, I wasn't keeping anything down basically, so they had to put me on the IV and all of that. But yeah, when things got better, we were having sex like normal. For me personally, sex didn't change. It wasn't uncomfortable, it wasn't painful. A lot of women say sex is painful in pregnancy for them. I didn't experience any of that. In fact, we had sex the night before I went into labor, which probably induced the labor anyway. So yeah, sex was, even with the bump, you just work with different positions, and it's not like you're always going to be in the mood and all of that. In fact, you're probably not, but yeah, we still had sex. It wasn't something that I should mention. It was when I was pregnant that I discovered that having sex on my side is actually a good position for me anyway. And it's something that I've carried on even after pregnancy. So talking about the whole position thing, exploring and finding different positions that work for you. If you're not currently, or you haven't currently tried having sex on your side, it's something that you might want to consider, especially if you're complaining about how sex is, complaining about how certain positions might be painful. A lot of women find the traditional conventional positions like missionary and all of that very painful. Try it on yourself. Who's that? I'm recording, Livy. Okay, can you shut the door? Sorry about that, guys. They know the drill when I'm recording. Shh. Anyway, yeah, so you might want to try sex on the side. So we did a lot of sex on the side when I was pregnant, especially because of the bump. So, and it just turned out that it worked for me. So while I'm ranting on, while I'm going on, guys, excuse my nails, by the way. I haven't had them done because I've got a wedding coming up, and I thought, let me just do them fresh before I get on that plane, you know, the day before. So just excuse my nails while I'm showing you these products. So this is Bath and Body Works. This is their body mist. this is all from the new range. It's like they're going with the whole calypso type of tropical vibe, and this smells so good. So like I was saying before, you come out the shower, you just spritz yourself up, you'll be smelling like the guy will just want to eat you, you know, when he just smells you from afar. Just come over here. So yeah. I thought I'll show you. This is like, what's it called? Bahamas passion fruit and banana flavor. I smelled quite a lot, so I bought 3 of these and I've only got 1 left, you see. And then I got their pink coconut calypso. So this is like the body cream. This is the, is that in focus? I hope it is. This is the body cream. This smells like, oh, I can't even describe how it smells. If only we had smell-o-vision. Look at that. So you just, and it all kind of goes with the body mist and the creams. I always get this when I go abroad, or I get my husband to get it for me when he travels. So yes. These are the kind of stuff you want to just incorporate into your, because it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel good, and obviously you'll be smelling great as well. So, and then in line with that, you know me and my candles. Now initially I picked up like the big massive 3-wick candles, and I was like, where am I going with these candles on the plane? Like, where am I carrying these to? So I had to put them down, and I decided to buy the medium-sized candles instead. Again, going with that whole beach tropical theme. This is Tiki Beach. Smells like and their candles are good. Their candles are like bomb. So yeah, I just thought I'll show you guys this as well, you know, light it up, create the atmosphere, do what you got to do. So yeah, so pregnancy and obviously this is my experience. Not everyone experiences the same thing, like sex and pregnancy. Not everybody's experience is going to be the same, but my only advice to you, especially if you're looking to get pregnant, is that don't go on people's negative experiences and stuff. Don't carry that into your own thing or your own journey, so to say. Go into stuff optimistic with a positive mindset that things will turn out okay, we'll work through things. And yeah, I don't think it's ever wise to start off something on a bad footing or looking at it from a bad perspective, especially when it comes to stuff like this, because it can really throw you and just implant fear in you, unnecessary fear, and things might just be all right. And if things go a bit pear-shaped and they don't actually go to plan and you're completely sick and all of that, things will work out. The way you've got to see this is, this isn't something that's going to last forever. You're going to be pregnant for 9 months, and then yeah, you go back to normal. By God's grace, things will like go back to normal. So see it as a season and a time. There's different seasons, there's different times. You're going to face different things as you go along in life's journey. And let's say, for instance, you want to have 3-4 kids, just an example. You be pregnant 3 or 4 times, but you're not going to be pregnant the rest of your life. So these are seasons, these are times, these are things that you probably have to go through. And not every pregnancy is the same as well. So you might have had a really bad pregnancy initially. Your second pregnancy might be a lot easier. And that was the experience that I had. My second pregnancy wasn't half as bad as my first one. So don't have a negative mindset to things. And if things don't happen to go the way you plan, speak to your partner, communicate how you're feeling to them, because they are not experiencing what you're experiencing body-wise. They don't know what you're going through, but the best thing to do at that stage is communicate and express yourself. Hopefully you have an understanding partner. You know, it's really, I know there's a lot of selfish men out there, like they don't even care. It's like, I want the tin and I want it now, regardless of how that woman is feeling. But not everyone is out there, and hopefully I'm praying for you guys that your man will be understanding and your pregnancy will be good. In fact, I'm praying that you have good pregnancy. So yeah, don't be scared. Don't be worried, don't be frightened. Don't think that pregnancy is going to ruin your sex life and all of that. Look, so many other people have gone through it and they've come out and they're all right. And for me, after pregnancy, sex got better. Many people experience the same thing. Like after they've had children, their sex lives have improved. I explained this and I went in depth in this in another video. I think a number of factors had to play with it, or there were a number of factors that I feel led towards my sex life improving after pregnancy, but it did. So be optimistic, stay optimistic. And what else was I going to show you? Oh yeah, so when I went into Sephora, what I actually went in there for was the Fenty Beauty, because I wanted to try Fenty. Everyone's raving about Fenty, and I haven't been on the Fenty bandwagon, so I was like, let me start off with their concealer. Now, I have no problems with my concealer. I use Nars, the creamy, Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have no problems with it whatsoever, but I just thought, let me try something else, switch it up a bit. And I was speaking to the saleswoman, and this is why it's good to have good salespeople, that they just don't want to push products on you. She was like, okay, so what are you currently using? Why are you using it? And I explained to her that I'm using Nars, the creamy concealer, because under my eyes can get quite dry. And she was like, then you really don't want to be getting Fenty Beauty, the Pro Filter Concealer, because it is very drying and it dries matte. And I was like, okay. No then. So I carried on like exploring around the, look, I've made a mess of this thing, just looking round at what they've got on offer. And then I saw the, what is this again? The matchstick. So I bought this, the shimmer matchstick. I bought this as a highlight, and the gloss bomb, because I need a new lip gloss. So this is the gloss bomb. I wanted to launch all of this in the wedding, but I'm gonna open it up for you guys. The color. I wanted something that had a little, initially I wanted a clear lip gloss, but then I was like, let me go with a bit of color and shine. So that is, I'll try this out, let you guys know. Fenty Beauty, it looks quite sticky and like thick, and that's what I want in my lip gloss. I don't want something that's just like water. Psh. And then, let me see if I can swatch this for you. Yeah. So, look at that. I think that's so boom. Look at that color. And when I tried it on in store, look at that. It just blends in so well. It's not so harsh. It's the right type of thing, man. And this color is cinnamon. Is that in focus? I hope it is. So this is the swatch stick. So I'm going to use this as a highlight. So I'll try this as a new highlight. What else did I pick up? Now, yes, for the brows. You guys know I've been having issues with my brows. This has been going on for too long. I'm so tempted to shave both of them off and start again. So tempted, but we'll see. So I decided to buy the Anastasia, the Dip Brow Gel. Now, initially, I was going to go with, what's this thing called? It's completely skipped my mind. If I remember as I'm talking, I'll go with it. But then I tried this on and I was like, this is really good. Really, really good. So I might launch this in the wedding for my brows. It's got a small tip, and that's ideal for me because I don't want something too heavy when I'm drawing my brows up. I'm not great with brows. You guys know this already. I just do what I need to do. But when I tried this on in store, I was like, let me pick this up. So that's that for my brows. I can experiment with that and like perfect what I need to perfect of what's there. So like, yeah, what was I talking about? Pregnancy. After pregnancy, sex improved a lot for me. So I think the takeaway from this video basically is, don't go on other people's negative, bad experiences. Yes, it's good to hear about other people's stories and stuff, but don't take on board the negative. I always find that you should just pull out the positives and stuff. And even if things don't work out how you planned, you always find a way of getting through. You always get through. So don't be down on yourself. Don't start something on the wrong mindset, so to say. Now, I also want to show you, this is the new Nars, hold on. Let me read it properly. Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. The Nars foundation that I use is not this one, so I'm trying this for the first time. I decided to buy this and try it out. I'll let you guys know. So I got matched like color swatched in store, and hopefully this is the correct, or it will look good on me basically. So I'm gonna try this out and I'll update you on that. And then I just wanted to show you two fragrances that I've got, and one's new. This is the new Armani In Love With You. So I'm going to be trying this as well. I picked this up before actually. And then the woman at the counter chucked this travel size C. So this is an older fragrance, but she chucked this in because I got that. So yeah, these are all like, I'm just dropping things here. These are all Smellies and stuff, new stuff that's out there that I just thought I'll show you this quick haul while I was talking about pregnancy and sex. Just life. Everyone's going to experience things differently. This is why I said when I started this whole series, I was like, it's very subjective, because your experience will not be like the next person's experience, but it's good to hear about other people's experiences, and you might relate, you might not relate, and it might not happen for you the same way, or it might, you don't know. But don't ever have a negative mindset about things, or don't ever go into things with a negative mindset. Take the positive out of what you can. So guys, I'm going to leave it there for now, just a quick haul, and I'll see you in my next video, the Q&A, hopefully. If you haven't subscribed and you're into my content, don't forget to subscribe. Just hit that button to keep up to date with all the videos that I'm putting out there. And yeah, I'll leave it there for now. Just remember, like I always say, that it is one step at a time to becoming confident. Even in your sex life, your sex journey, everything, it's one step at a time. Don't force it, don't put pressure on yourself. Even in line with that, even after you've had your child, like after pregnancy and you've had your child, don't put pressure on yourself to like, oh, okay, we've got to go back to blah, 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 blah. Take your time to heal, even emotionally and mentally as well. Take your time, and then when the time comes for you to have sex, you will know, and things will flow. Like for me, I didn't feel any pain. Some people did feel pain, but I didn't feel any pain. Sex for me was a lot easier, and it was a lot better and a lot more enjoyable after I had children. That might not be the same story for Anna or Ray or whatever, but that was my story. So don't always look at things as negative, or don't always think that, oh, after pregnancy things are just going to go downhill. No, it's not necessarily the case. So yeah, just pace yourself, don't rush yourself, and communicate with your partner as well. Let them know how you're feeling, especially if you're not in the mood, because for me, I wasn't in the mood for a very, very, very long time. Like, but you need to express this and explain it to them so they can at least try and understand. So yeah, don't put pressure on yourself. Just take it each day as it comes, because it's hard enough, like just having a baby and getting your head around the whole, you know, let alone putting yourself with that added pressure on having to cater to this and that and the other. But yeah, I'm going to leave the video here for now. Enough of my rambling, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.